Okay, day 23. Actually, this is day 24. Day 23 went, woo, like right by. Can you see? It went right by. I made my hair do this. Um, so, day 23 was an amazing day. Let's come back for a moment to day 22. And so I ate twice, right? And a little bit later, after that last meal that I talked with you all about, it was fairly late at night. It was like 8:15, 8:30. And I'd only eaten twice that day. And then a little bit later, I got sort of a little bit hungry, so I had a cup of buttermilk. And kind of like in my family, buttermilk is something that is we seem to like. And I don't know if it's just an artifact of early life on the farm. It's what's left over after you make butter. And so it has a kind of a buttery, tangy kind of a flavor to it. You make butter basically by creating a churn. It could be a bucket. Put your whole milk in it, and you have a kind of a plunging. It could be just a kind of a stick with kind of a more rounded area at the end, and just you kind of push it up and down, and that churning of the butter causes it to sort of congeal, and then that congealing milk forms butter. And so you've got your butter, which is just condensed milk, and what's left over is this tangy milk that tastes super delicious, right? So we have it around here with like a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper in it. It's just ever since I was a little kid, like my whole family enjoyed buttermilk. So I think it just goes back to the farm. Well, so on day 22, I had a glass of buttermilk, and then I was, a little bit hungry, so I had a little more buttermilk. Went to bed, and then woke up. Day 23 hit the ground running. So I had an early client, and my early client, I always meet and we have breakfast. And so on yesterday, I'm talking about now, day 23, meal number 1 was the omelet. I got cheese in the omelet, cheddar cheese in the omelet. And as my plan goes now, I avoided the bread and the potatoes, which is relatively easy now. So Amelia, who maybe you met, right away asked me when I showed up, okay, do we still have that deal, right? So she's helping me out by reminding me of what I've talked with her about regarding what's important to me. All right. So then the day progressed on yesterday, and we were busy because we had a big event here. Here, I'll show you a little bit of the artifact of our event here. Here, just in case you're curious. Here, there we have the Little Bird Nest Theater. Here's our stage. So you have to imagine we did and here's our interesting lighting system, right? So all the kids that are involved in Super Kids Academy and Tough Bunny here came to see my family and I have a conversation with Ben Franklin and do a few songs here with all these guitars, and it's a little event. The surfboard's kind of important in the thing here. So we have this whole room full of kids and families interested in a day in the life of the Little Bird Nest, which then turns into an epic karaoke dance party, and that's what we were busy all day putting this together. So throughout the day, mainly what I was eating was soup. Now we're making more soup right now. So Silvana is over here doing soups. Hi Silvana, how you doing?
Hi.
She's cutting up carrots. Over here we have a mix of vegetables going for both breakfast and soup for today, day 24. Silvana had the idea of taking these, grilling them here like this, like make a space, okay, like this. Putting this down, letting it grill, flip it over, crack an egg and put an egg in there. All right, so we're making some eggs that way. We do have some potatoes here. I'm gonna have about a half a cup of these hash brown potatoes. A cup and a quarter is 2 grams of protein, 16 carbohydrates, and I think it's 2 grams of fat. We did add about 4 tablespoons of avocado oil to this. I am going to have a little bit of that. I'm not going to eat that whole thing. Eating the whole thing would be really delicious, but it would be also completely ridiculous. Okay, so I got something coming on my phone here. Let me try.